Okay, last class we were doing the chapter lenses, and I was doing the ray diagrams for the formation of image by convex lens. So we had done first case, one case we did. Now case two, second case, write down when the object is beyond or behind 2f1, behind 2f1, right, except at infinity, except at infinity, except at infinity. The object is beyond 2f1, but not at infinity. Okay, but behind or beyond 2f1. How to draw the diagram for this? Again, we'll take a line. Use one of the rule line of your ruling page. Draw a line vertical here. This is your length, optical center is here. 2 centimeter will mark f1. Here is mark 2f1. This side will mark f2. This side will mark 2f2. Same distance. 2 and further 2, 2 and further 2. Now we are keeping the object behind 2f1, somewhere behind it. Anywhere behind. Object will draw the object now. Take the height of the object equal to 2 lines, exactly 2 lines. 1 line and 2 lines, exactly touching the 2 lines. The top point B will have an arrow. We'll mark an arrow there on the top. Okay, we are showing the object is over here. AB is an object. Okay. How do we draw the diagram? First ray will take parallel. It will pass through F2. Second ray will pass through O and it will go straight. Where the two rays meet, there only the image is formed. Let us do. The first ray will take parallel to the principal axis here. It is passing through F2. Mark the arrow. Second ray will pass through O and it will go straight. It will go straight. Here the two rays are meeting. Two rays are meeting here. Here is the image formed. The image will be forming here like this. Here is the image. A dash, B dash. Here is the image form. And mark the arrow here. Incident ray, refracted ray. Incident ray, refracted ray. Draw the diagram. Draw the diagram. Then we write characteristics. Characteristics. Characteristics number 1. First we mention where is the image formed. We see the image is formed between F2 and 2F2. Write down here. Formed between F2 and 2F2. Second thing we write, whether the image is real or virtual. We say real because the rays are really meeting at this point. No dotted line used. So write the real. Third point will come in real image has to be inverted, and you can see also this is upside down. This point B is coming here, point A is coming over here, that is A dash. So arrow image will be up here, that is upside down, inverted. And real image will be always inverted and can be open on the screen. And the fourth point will be size. You will check the size of the image. As per your diagram, you will find this is 2 lines and this will be lesser than that. We write diminished. Diminished image is formed. The image form is diminished. Smaller. Diminished means smaller. Smaller than the size of it. Yeah, you can add. Yeah, you can add smaller also. Smaller than the size of the object. Just add smaller there. Obviously smaller what? Smaller than the object. Or you can use the word diminished. Exam time they may use the term diminished. So you have to know the meaning of diminished. Okay. Then we write use or uses. Uses of this action of convex lens. In uses we write this action of convex lens is used in photographic camera. In a photographic camera and in human eye. This happens in photographic camera in human eye. This action of convex lens is used. I'm doing that only. Yeah, this action of convex lens is used in a camera. Okay, camera and in human eye. This happens in camera and human eye. You know, in a camera, the image form is small, no? All the images are small. You are so big, but your image fits in a small space there in the camera. Film roll will have all small images there. That's why it will be able to accommodate almost everything in front of it. And you are able to see in a smaller images out there, diminished image. In that case, in eye also like stars and all when they look very far, so they are very far means beyond 2f1. They look small to us or not. Even we see a car moving on a road from very long distance. If you see the car looks like a toy, the toy is moving, so they look small only, no? So that happens in a human eye. And your eyesight is, huh? And this happens in camera. This question comes, name the lens used in a camera, then you say convex lens. Draw the diagram to show the action of the lens used in camera. Then you draw the diagram, ray diagram. Okay, now here only one more thing. If they ask you draw three standard rays starting from the point B to form the image, how do you take the third ray? In every time, every cases, if three rays are demanded, other two rays are good enough. If the third rays are demanded, how do we take the third ray? Third ray we will take, no, third ray will take from F1, auxiliary focus. Third ray will come like this way, and it will become parallel like this. It will become parallel to the principal axis. And it will meet at the same point where the other two rays already meeting, where these two rays already meeting, yes, it will pass through that point only. That means third ray you have to draw, then you draw like this way you draw. Here. And now the ray will become parallel like this, parallel to the principal axis. All the rays will meet at same point. If question asks you draw three rays, then only we draw three rays, 1, 2, 3 rays, three standard rays from the point B. Then only we draw. Otherwise, two rays are good enough to form image. In any case, if they ask you to draw three rays now, you will think about the auxiliary focus. That is F1 property you will think of. That is the standard case. All right. And last finishing touch, you will change this line into a convex lens like this. This way, this will change it into convex lens. Thin convex lens. Don't make it thick. Thin, like this. Thin convex lens you should make. But this one is not a compulsory step. If you do, it is better. If you don't do, also it's acceptable. So now we are doing the case number 3. Third case. When the object is at 2f1. Let us see now. When the object is at, not beyond, we write here at. When the object is at 2f1. Let us check now. We'll keep the object exactly at 2f1 and see where is the image forming. Let us draw the diagram. We are keeping the object at exactly 2f1. Same method we'll use. I'll take a line here like this. This is f1. Now I'll keep the object exactly at 2f1, like this. This is the object at AB. Now we will see what is happening. First ray will be coming parallel to the principal axis and it will pass through this point like this. This way it will go, passing through F2. Second ray will pass it through O1, it will go straight. Second ray will pass through F2 and it will go straight. Where the two rays are meeting, so you will find that the two rays will be meeting at exactly here. A dash B dash, the image. When the object is at 2f1, the image is also formed at the same distance on the other side, same distance, 2f2. And the size will be equal, remember it. Size will be the same. Because this distance and these distances are same, so this size and this size also will be the same. Equal size, image will be formed. Write down here, where is the image formed? We will be writing as formed formed at 2F2, exactly formed at 2F2, real inverted, and the fourth point we write same size, same size as the object, as the object, same size as the object. In this case, the image will be of same size, inverted image is formed. And yes, three rays also can be demanded. Third ray, then you take it from F1 and it will become parallel like this. Three rays, same like before, same like before, same like before. Third ray will pass it through auxiliary focus, will become parallel in this. And it will pass through the same point. You can try, give a try and see third ray will be passing through the same point. Third rays can be demanded. If it is not mentioned in the question, you may not take the third ray, you can do directly. Right, usage, in the usage you write human eye, human eye. In human eye, we see the object of, because up to a particular distance, we can make the image equal to the size of the object by the eye. We can make the image equal to the size of the object, exactly. So this pen I see is exactly of this its actual size. So that happens, this thing happens in human eye. And then you can change this into the lens like this. So this case is also done. Now we are bringing the object slowly, slowly closer. Now I keep the object between 2F1 and F1, right on here. When the object is, is human I said already, no, in human eye this happens. Yeah, this also human eye. When the object is between 2F1 and F1, when the object is between 2F1 and F1, in between. Okay, are you ready? You can try now yourself because you know the method of doing it now. No? Draw a line, keep in between, and tell me where is the image forming. You can try, give a try yourself now. Take a line, do like this. Keep it anywhere, object must be there, anywhere in between. And you're taking the distance exactly equal using ruler. 2 and further 2 you will take, 2 and further 2 you will take. And do it now. Let's see. Let us see where. Yeah, same like that. All the rule is same. You're taking one way parallel, passing through F2, second way will go like this. Huh? Huh? No. Do you see the object of which will look bigger than its actual size ever through the eye? It will never look bigger. This will happen in film projector. Film projector on the screen and all. On the screen you see the small film roll is there, but on the screen you see big. Yeah, small photo anywhere. No, we are magnifying it on the screen. Film projector. Beyond 2F2, very good. Beyond 2F2 and bigger inside and bigger. That is magnified. We use the word magnified. Yes, you are right. Image will be formed beyond 2F2. Yes. Your answer is right. Form beyond 2F2. Yes. So I'll keep the object here anywhere here. Suppose I'll mark as A, B. One ray is going like this, already going. Second ray will pass through O, and the two rays will meet somewhere here. So image will be formed here like this. Here is the image. A dash, B dash is the image formed. Third ray again through this one you'll do. If there is no space out here, you'll do dotted line. Like this, you will come here like this, and then from here you'll do like this. Third ray always through F1. If your size If your size is looking small, size of the lens, you can use a dotted line here, dotted line here, dotted line, or you may not draw anything. You just do like this. This way you'll do, and then you'll draw like this. This way you'll do, and here you put dotted line here, dotted line. Using dotted line only you do like this. Third way. Understood? If you don't have a space, then you can put a dotted line here, dotted line, and then extend like this, and then do like this. Third way. Third way always through F1, that is auxiliary focus. Done. Third way I'm not drawing it right now, but if any time the third way is asked, so we'll be making the third ray passing through F1. This case is done, huh? Have you done this case? And you written the characteristics also. You have written the characteristics also, no? Form beyond 2F2, real, inverted, magnified or enlarged. Enlarged means bigger in size. Where do we use this action? I told you already, film projector. This action of canvas lens is used in film projector. In film projecting on the screen, because the screen image has to be real, like this. Okay, one thing, where should the observer be in order to see the image? Which side should the observer be? On the left side or on the right side in order to see the image? Which side the observer, in order to see it directly, no? Observer has to be always on the opposite side of the object. Object is there, the observer must be there in order to see the image. Okay. Now, uses I said, no, the film projector. Film projector. Observer, if you have to show directly, no, to see the image, an observer will be there. But if you have to project it on the screen, then the observer must be there. Then only you can see it on the screen, this side, this way. If the image is projected on the screen and has to be seen by the observer, then observer must be here, this side. Then only you can see on the screen. But if you want to see the image directly without any screen, then your observer must be here. All right. Now, see, reverse is always true, okay? You must have seen when the object was beyond 2F1, the image was between these two. Now the object is between these two, between 2F1 and F1, and the image is going beyond. First case, the object was diminished smaller, now the image is bigger. But that means when the object is far away, the image size is small. And when the object is at 2F1, the image size is same, equal. And as the object will come closer, the size will increase now, size will become bigger. Now let us take the case of when the object is at F1, just try this one, when the object is at F1. Case number 5. Case number 5. Uses I already said no. Come on, film projector. Right? So many times I said when the object is at F1. Try this one now. When the object is at F1. Same way. The rule does not change. Okay. Rule will not change. The same way you have to do. Whatever we have done so far, what will come? What is your new or what? Whatever we have done and whatever we are doing, so everything will come. That's what. Okay, now how to do? Keep the object at F1. F1 here is object. Name the object AD like this, and now do. One thing, when the object is at infinity, if you remember the first case, when the object is at infinity, the image was at F2. Now the object is at F1. Where is the image? Image must go at infinity. The first ray I have already drawn. Second ray will pass through O and will go straight. Then we see that two rays are parallel. So parallel rays always meet at infinity because they never meet actually. So that means they meet at infinity. Where is the image form? We say infinity. Infinity. Let us write down the characteristics. Formed, where it is formed, write down here. Formed at infinity. Characteristics. Real inverted, highly magnified nomenclature. Number 4 property we write highly magnified, highly magnified. Anything at infinity will be highly magnified, very big. We assume them to be very big. So do it. First case, the image was highly diminished like a point, burning glass we have used. Now this time the image is highly magnified, just opposite, reverse. Yes. Image is at infinity, formed at infinity everything. Infinity, real, inverted, highly magnified, right? Uses telescope. Telescope. This action of convex lens is used in a telescope. Telescope. Telescope, I said, whatever, you didn't hear. Telescope. Yeah, telescope. So your question, why I'm giving you, the question may come like this. Name the lens used in a telescope. When you say convex lens, draw the diagram to show its action using telescope. You draw this diagram. That is why use also you need to know. Okay. Now, now the last case we are doing now, case number 6. Case number 6. Third ray here, third standard ray, we cannot take it through F1, it won't meet only. So third ray from this point we just take it randomly and it will pass through. Suppose third ray if you want to take, then you do like this, third ray here and make it parallel, make this parallel. All will be parallel to one another, all will be parallel. There will be no standard rays in this case. If they, by chance, if they are, probably they will not ask you because there is no standard case, no as such. The ray passing through F1 will not be passing through the lens. Don't use the rule number 3 here. Then use some different rule from here like this. Then since these two rays are already parallel, these also become parallel. By chance if they ask, then we will do, otherwise we will not do. Yes. Tell me, huh? No. They will consider the first 2 days only, okay? It will not be deducted. Okay, marks will not be deducted because the question will carry 2 marks and then 2 rays, 2 standard rays, whichever are correct will be considered. Understand? Okay, now next one, write down when the last case now, when the object is further closer now, that is between F1 and O. You can write when the object is between here now. This time I'm writing between F1 and O, optical center, very close distance. Let us see this case. I am bringing the object closer and closer. Now, this is the last case here. So I'll keep the object here. Suppose here is an object AB. Here is an object. Here is object. Here is an object. How to draw the second ray? Second ray will pass it through O like this. Will be passing through O. These 2 rays are not meeting, neither they are parallel, but they will meet in the back side like this way, dotted line. So you have to produce a dotted line back side here like this. Here also dotted line in the backward direction here like this. Let the 2 rays meet anywhere. Put this straight using ruler, okay? This is my freehand diagram, so they may not look straight, but you need to draw straight using ruler. Here is the image form. Here is the image. The image form is by dotted line, virtual image. Virtual image also will show by dotted line, dotted line. A dash, B dash. Virtual image to be shown by dotted line. Dotted line. Don't draw the continuous line. All imaginary. Image is also imaginary. Virtual. The two rays will be meeting through the dotted lines in the back side, back of the object. Yes? So don't bother. This 2f1 we will not bother. One thing, listen, this 2f1 thing we will not bother. It can go anywhere, anywhere it can go, anywhere. As per the space you have taken in your diagram, in your copy, it can go anywhere. Don't bother this 2f1. It can be anywhere, anywhere but this side, back of the object. Do not bother 2f1 or close to 2f1 and all. It can go anywhere. Yes. So now where is the image forming? Let us write down form. Just write form behind the object. Form behind the object. We are not mentioning at 2f1 and all. Form behind the object. Behind the object. Then do you think the image is real? Is the image real? Virtual, right? On virtual. And the third point is virtual image will be erect, and you also see it erect. No, this one and this one is same. Erect or upright. Erect or upright. We can use the word either erect or upright. And we will be seeing the size. What is the size of the image? What is the size of the image? Magnified. Anywhere behind, anywhere. It can be anywhere behind. I said just now, no, don't bother 2f1 and all. Do not bother this. Understand what I'm saying? You just mentioned behind the object. It can go anywhere as per the measurement you have taken, as per the range, height and all you have taken. It can go anywhere behind the back of this object. So these are the characteristics. Magnified we don't write highly magnified. We write magnified. Write down these uses. Where do we use this action of convex lens? Right? This action of convex lens is used in magnifying glass. The magnifying glass, you know that last time I showed no magnifying glass, the diagram. That is nothing but a convex lens, and this action is used. You keep the object very close to it, and then you see the magnified image, bigger image behind the object, back side of the object. You see the image will go further behind, and you see. If an observer wants to see the image directly, this image you cannot focus on the screen. You cannot project it on the screen because the image is virtual. It cannot be projected on the screen. So that is this image you have to see it directly. From this side you will be able to see it, from the left side or from the right side. This side you will be able to see this. Say from which side? Huh? Yeah, from which side will you be able to see the image? This image? Huh? Mirror? There is no mirror here. This is lens. Come on. Left side or the right side? Tell me. Other side of the object, other side of the lens. What is the meaning of that? No. Lens. What is the other side? Other side as the object. Object. Other side. Opposite side of the object. That is somewhere here. From somewhere here, the person will be able to see here. That is on the right side. Okay, magnifying glass. If question comes, name the lens used in magnifying glass. We say this one. Okay. And magnifying glass is also called simple macroscope. Magnifying glass is also known. Yeah. Magnifying glass is also called simple microscope. You can write under bracket magnifying glass, within bracket you write simple macroscope. So we had 6 cases of convex lens. Okay, 6 cases. If you just go through those 6 cases, you will find when the object is far away, the image is small and it's real. When the object is at 2f on the same side, after 2f the size increases. And the image is 5 cases, the image is real. Only the last case, this is the case when the object is very close to the lens, that is between f1 and O, the image is virtual, like this. And the image is virtual with this all these characteristics. Okay. Hope you understood it. Yes. Convex lens can form both. A convex lens can form both real as well as virtual image. Virtual image only in one case, that's case number 6. That is the magnifying glass one. And rest all the cases, it forms real image. Real image will be always inverted and will be can be projected on the screen. We can project them on the screen. But whereas virtual image is always erect or upright and it cannot be projected on the screen. All right. Now we are doing, just give the heading now. We'll do one case of formation, just give the heading. Formation of image by a concave lens. Give the heading. Formation of image by a concave lens. Formation of image by a concave lens. Concave now, concave. That case 1, when the object is at infinity. We'll do this case. So let us take line here like this only. Here is a lens. This is concave. Convex we finished also. This has to be concave only. Have some common sense. We have just now finished the case of convex lens. Then obviously which lens I would be doing? Have little common sense. This side will mark F2. In concave lens, just opposite way. F2, this side is F1. Remember. 2 F1 we need not to mark. 2 F1 and other things we don't need to do. So now we'll draw an object here like this. Here is an object. Infinity means parallel will come. This ray will diverge, will be appearing to pass through F2. Principal purpose, like dotted line, and it will go like this. We'll draw one more ray below the principal axis. From here it will go diverging action, okay, like this. If the lens is concave, it will go up. It won't pass through this. F2 is here, remember. One more ray, we'll take it here. We'll join it through F2 and it will go straight like this. One more ray, you can take it below the principal axis, the second line, and it will go like this. This way, it will go like this. And later on, you can change this into a concave lens, thin concave lens, like this. Thin concave lens you can draw. Thin concave lens. And then you will be writing characteristics. Characteristics. That's why it is called diverging, and the rays are diverging, spreading away, spreading off. And this is number 1. Where is the image formed? Image is formed at F2, right? Formed at F2. Second thing, virtual, because dotted lines are there. Virtual image is supposed to be erect, right? An erect or upright. And write highly diminished like a point. Highly diminished. And write this action of concave lens. This action of concave lens is used in the correction of myopia. This action of concave lens is used in the correction of myopia, myopia. Myopia, that is short-sightedness. Yeah, you write down that. Correction of myopia, myopia, and within bracket you write short-sightedness. This action of concave lens is used in the correction of we have in our eyes the defect of we use negative power specs. Negative power with concave lens. This happens actually there. Myopia or short-sightedness. Done? Okay, today we are doing this. In concave lens, no, we have only 2 cases. Not like 6 cases we had just now in the case of convex lens. We have only 2 cases. Huh? We have only 2 cases. Okay, and then in the correction of myopia, we have only 2 cases, and then tomorrow, I mean, next day we'll be doing one more case, and some numericals are there on the lens equation. Okay, so till whatever we will be, till whatever we will be doing on Friday, so that much will be your syllabus. Okay. Usually I said correction of myopia or short-sightedness. Correction of myopia or short. Okay. Short-sightedness. Yeah, you can leave. So I will be ending the class now. Thank you. Thank you.